welcome back to my channel. So, for those of you who are new here or who have never seen my face before, my name is Danielle. But honestly, a lot of people, most people that live on this planet call me D, unless I'm in trouble. So, we can just go and from that and you guys can call me D. That's cool. Yeah, so hi, my name is D. Okay, so got that out of the way. Basically, if you haven't been able to tell by the title, yes, I have finally got my MRI results for my foot. That's super exciting, so I'm going to be talking about that today in the video. I'm going to be spilling the tea on that, give you guys the in-depth, behind-the-scenes look into my life and all of my medical issues that I seem to have these days. Anyway, kind of like a goal of this channel is to be, like, I want to be super open with you guys, and I want to be 100% myself, or as close to myself as I can, talking to a camera. So that means showing the really cool things, the exciting parts of my life, but also it means talking about the not so fun stuff and the things that are not always like Instagram pretty. So I think that's kind of a little bit what's gonna go on today, but I'm just gonna be honest, gonna let you guys know what's going on with my life, and yeah, see if you're interested at all. I'm gonna start off with being an athlete for Team Canada and getting to swim for my country is such a great opportunity, and I really love it, and I know that a lot of people want opportunities like that, but it also comes with its challenges and its own little sacrifices that you do have to make, and stuff that your body has to go through in order to get to a level such as this one. And not a lot of people know all the parts that go behind, all the behind the scenes stuff that happen in order for an athlete to get to a certain level to represent their country. So not a lot of people know a lot of the setback stuff that athletes go through, and today you're going to get a special look into a couple of the setbacks that I've been through, and then what is actually going on with my foot and how I am doing processing all of this. So about 6 months ago, I was in the gym and my foot kind of started hurting, but I just pushed it off and I was like, you know, it'll be fine, whatever. It's gonna be fine, it's nothing. Then in January, we were in a training camp and I jumped feet first into the shallow end of the pool, and I kind of landed like on my toes, and it messed up my foot again, and I couldn't really walk for a couple days. I could walk, but not very well. And then the pain kind of went away, and I was like, oh, it just must have been jammed, it's fine, whatever. And so I went to physio, and I was getting that looked at, and it was still getting more and more swollen. Physio did not make it worse. I'm gonna just say that. My physio is thebomb.com. She's super great. Shout out Linda. But so it wasn't physio that was making it worse, but it was just, it kept getting more and more swollen and more painful and harder to walk. And so we got to about 2 weeks out of World Championship trials, and they put me on these like anti-inflammatory meds to keep the pain down, because I got to a point where I was like not able to push off the wall. I was barely diving. It hurt to walk, and World Championship trials were coming up, and so it's kind of a big deal, and so I had to really figure out something to manage the pain. So by God's grace and strength, and praise the Lord, hallelujah, I made the team, and I made it through that week, and super grateful, made it in one piece. But then when I got home, my body was basically like, Danielle, that's enough. And I woke up the next morning and I could hardly stand. So I went to the doctor. She hooked me up with this cast, was wearing that for a couple weeks. It was starting to get a bit better, so I stopped wearing it. Probably a mistake on my part, but we still weren't really sure what was going on with my foot. I had an x-ray done. That came back as nothing, super frustrating. And then I kind of just ditched the cast and was taking meds. And I got to a point about 2 weeks ago, I guess, where I was just so done with being in pain and just so tired of being uncomfortable. And definitely I'm going to admit that I was downplaying a lot of my discomfort and how frustrated I was, and I didn't let a lot of people see how much pain it was just to walk and just do simple things, and how frustrated I was getting, because it's been about 6 months now that it's just hurt all the time. I was so done with being strong, and I was so done with putting up with pain that I just was fed up with everything. And I was just like, my capacity, if I thought about my life as a cup, my cup was full and I had no room to do anything else, and I had no room to keep doing things. It's kind of depressing, I know, but that's where I was at. And so I spent a lot of time praying, and I was like, God, bro, you gotta help me out here because I'm struggling and I can't do this. And he honored my prayer, and he gave me a lot more, just like an ability to handle pain and just increase my capacity to push through a little bit longer. And he really just renewed my strength through that, and I was able to make it through our training camp last week. We were in Colorado, super nice, and I was able to do every single practice up until I got a cold, and then I missed the last one, but that's just minor details. But I was able to make it through the practice. I was able to dive, push off the wall, and he really just helped me just know that he has a plan and that things are going to work out. He really just kind of renewed my strength, gave me a little bit more like pep in my step, and I was able to make it through the training camp. And so then so last night I was walking home, and I was just kind of like praying, and I talked to God a lot, and I was like, God, why haven't you healed my foot yet? And why isn't this better? It's been 6 months. Like, come on, I'm tired of being in pain. And he spoke to me last night, and he was like, Danielle, if I was to make your foot all better right now, would you still wait and listen to everything that I am trying to teach you, or would you just get up and run? And I was kind of like, honestly, yeah, I would probably just get up and run. If the Lord just descended and put some healing stuff on my foot, and all of a sudden I was able to run and jump again, yeah, I would get up and I would run, and I would just start doing everything like I was doing before. And I would probably miss key opportunities to learn through this, and to learn what he could be teaching me, and just to pick up on things that God could be saying to me. I would totally have missed it. And so for him to be like, Danielle, would you just get up and run, or would you actually sit and listen if I was to heal your foot right now? And to be honest, I probably would just get up and run. So that was a bit of a word yesterday, but it really got me thinking about how, through not knowing up until today, like what was wrong with my foot, is that I cannot depend on my own strength to get me through the day, or to get me through my week, or just to get me through even just to wake up. Like, I am learning how weak I am without God and without his strength, that he's really teaching me how I cannot depend on myself, but I need to depend on him. Now I have this foot thing, which today we have finally figured out that I have a fracture in my foot and a swollen and inflamed ligament that goes over top of the fracture. It's kind of like a package deal thing. So basically, got a crack in my foot. That's what's up with that. Honestly happy that there is actually something wrong with it, and so it's not like I'm crazy for saying that my foot has been hurting for the past 6 months, because I think that would be even worse. But it does get me thinking about how hard it is to get through setbacks, and to get through trials and different things that your body's going through, and then how tiring it is to have to go through another one, and how tiring it is to think about having to try to get through another one. I was reading my Bible this morning, and God pointed me to 2 Corinthians 4 verses 17 to 18. So I'm going to read that now, and I think it's very fitting for what I've been walking through the past couple months, and then hopefully it'll speak to you guys too. But it says, "For our light and momentary troubles are achieving for us an eternal glory that far outweighs them all. So we fix our eyes not on what is seen, but on what is unseen, since what is seen is temporary, but what is unseen is eternal." And that verse just gave me so much hope and so much excitement, because yes, like, we walk in this life, we face a lot of trouble, and we walk through a lot of hardships, and we don't always know why we are going through these things. But it says in the Bible that these are light and momentary troubles that are achieving for us some sort of eternal glory that's going to outweigh anything that we walk through. So in simple Danielle Kisser version, it basically says that, yeah, we go through stuff, it sucks, but what's on the other side of this sucky stuff is super awesome. And so that's kind of, for me, that's super exciting. And it says, so we fix our eyes on what is unseen, because what is seen is temporary and what is unseen is eternal. And so I believe in a God that knows when my foot is going to get healed, and he knows how long I need to walk through this in order to come out of this better than I was when I got this injury. And I believe in a God that knows the plans that he has for me. And I can't see him, but I believe in him. So I put my faith in what is unseen, because I know that he is the same yesterday, today, and tomorrow. And there's something on the other side of this little fracture that is going to be super awesome. So yeah, basically the results of the MRI say that I have a fracture. I have to wear this cast now for like the next 4 to 6 weeks if I take care of myself properly. But I know that he is doing something in me that is going to go far beyond just a little fracture in my foot, and it's going to yield something pretty awesome. So that is what I'm clinging to. That is what I wanted to share with you guys. That is an update on my health. That is what the Lord is teaching me in my spiritual walk, and that's how I'm doing today. But anyways, I should probably end this vlog because I do have to pack, because I'm leaving for Germany tomorrow for World Series. So your prayers and your well wishes would be super awesome. But yeah, thanks for listening to what I had to say. That's what's on my mind. That's what the Lord is teaching me. That is what's up with my health. Yeah, you're all up to date. So anyways, hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, do all the fun stuff, and I am praying that you guys have a great week. And honestly, whatever you guys are walking through, if it's hard, if you are crushing life right now, keep crushing life. But if you are going through something, do not fear, because these are just light and momentary troubles, and there's something super awesome at the end of what you're going through. And so I'm praying that you guys see that, and that you believe that, and that you trust that God has everything under control, because he does. So have a great week. See you next time.